Okay, so let us now answer example 4. So as you can see here, equation 1 is linear and equation 2 is nonlinear. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Okay, so what if we apply the substitution method again? Substitution method. So I'm going to use equation 1 again. So using equation 1, 3x minus y is equal to negative 2. I'm going to express y in terms of x. So negative y is equal to negative 2 minus 3x. So this is subtracting 3x from both sides. Then if we divide both sides by negative 1, we get 2 plus 3x, right? Okay, so this will be our third equation. So if we substitute again, substitute y to equation 2, what we get? So 2x squared minus y is equal to 0. So 2x squared minus 2x, I mean 2, 2 plus 3x is equal to 0. So 2x squared minus 2 and then minus 3x is equal to 0. So we have here, so let's rearrange it. 2x squared minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so let's find the roots here. So we have 2x squared minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So can we factor this out? So if we factor this out, we will get 2x plus 1 and x minus 2. Okay, so using the zero product property, so in order for this statement to be true, either 2x plus 1 is equal to 0 or x minus 2 has to be equal to 0 or is equal to 0. Okay, so 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to negative 1. So x is equal to negative 1 half. And then we have here x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2. Okay, so we have two values of x here. So this means we get two values of y also. Okay, so if both of them satisfy our equations. Okay, so let's use these x values to find the two values of y as well. So let's just mark this as x1 and this one is x2. So we substitute to our equation 3. So let's see. So for x1, so y1 is equal to 2 plus 3 times negative 1 half. Okay, so y1 is equal to 2 plus 2 minus 3 over 2. So this will be 2 and 4 minus 3, right? So we get 1 half. Okay, so y1 is equal to 1 half. So let's just write that down here. Y1 is equal to 1 half. And for y2, so we will get y2 is equal to 2 plus 3 times. So our x2 is 2. So y2 is equal to 2 plus 6. So we get y2 is equal to 8. Okay, so we have two solutions, two ordered pairs here. So we have x1 and y1 and x2 and y2. So that will be negative 1 half and 1 half. And we also have 2 and 8. Okay, so we will check later if these are the points where our graph intersects in the graphical method. Okay, let's check our answers here. So we will use equation 1. So you can use equation 2 if you want to do that as an exercise. So let's check. Checking. So we have here 3x minus 1 is equal to negative 2. So for x1 and y1, so let's substitute. So 3 multiplied by negative 1 half minus y multiplied by, minus 1 half, right? Minus 1 half is equal to negative 2. So let's see. We have here negative 3 over 2 minus 1 half is equal to negative 2. So negative 4 over 2 is equal to negative 2. So negative 2 is equal to negative 2. Okay, so this is correct. So what about for x2 and y2? Okay, x2 and y2, let's check. 3 multiplied by what is x2? It is 2, right? minus y, which is 8. Oh, 8 is equal to what? Is equal to 0. Okay, so is this I mean negative 2. Okay, this is wrong. So negative 2 is equal to negative 2. So we have here 6 minus 8 is equal to negative 2. Negative 2 is equal to negative 2. So indeed it is right. Okay, so ideally we have to check also for equation 2, but the video will be already very long, so you can check that on your own as an exercise. Okay, let's try if what we're going to get if we use the elimination method. Okay, so let's try elimination method. Okay, so what are we going to do here? So what is the most efficient way to do this? So as you can see here, we already have negative y and negative y here. So we can either multiply negative 1 to equation 1 or equation 2. So if we add them, we get a positive y and negative y. So let's just do it. So okay. So if we multiply negative 1 to equation 1, we get negative 3x plus y is equal to 2, right? So if we add that to our to x squared minus y is equal to 0 to our equation 2, what will we get? So this positive y, negative y will cancel out. You will be left with 2x squared minus 3x is equal to 2. So let us rearrange this. 2x squared minus 3x. So if we subtract 2 from both sides, minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so if we recall, this is the same equation right here. So this is the same equation right here, right? So this is the same. So of course we will get the same roots. So we will get x is equal to negative 1/2, and then x2 is equal to 2. Okay, so if we substitute these x1 and x2 to equation 1 or equation 2, we will get the values of y. So if we substitute to equation 1 or equation 2. So let's use equation 1 because it is relatively easier. So 3x minus y is equal to negative 2. So for x1, 3 multiplied by negative 1/2 minus y. So let's call this y1 is equal to negative 2. So negative y1 is equal to negative 2. So this is negative 3 over 2. So we need to add a 3 over 2 to both sides. It's 3 over 2. If we divide both sides by negative 1, we get negative 3 over 2 plus 2. Okay, so y1 is equal to negative 3 over 2, negative 1.5 plus 2, that will be 1/2. Okay, so it is exactly the same as our previous result. So if we use x2, so 3x minus is equal to negative 2. So 3 multiplied by 2 minus y2 is equal to negative 2. So negative y2 is equal to negative 2 minus 6. So we get y2 is equal to 8. Okay, so we do have the same answers with the substitution method. Okay, so let's see what this looks like if we use the graphical method. Okay, so if we go to desmos.com, so we will get here, as you can see, the parabola 2x squared minus y is equal to 0. And then we have here a line that intersects it in two different points. So we have here 2, 8 and negative 1/2 and 1/2. So our answers are exactly correct. Okay, so that's it for example number 4, and I will see you in the last example, example 5.